I wouldn't say explicitly, no. You just have to be very careful. You can still talk about Hitler. So the law is called Combating Anti-Semitism and Hate. And so basically, the Israeli lobby here in Australia pushed really hard so that the Labor government, which is, I guess, like the center left government, um, pushed for them to pass laws that make it illegal for groups or leaders of groups to explicitly advocate for, I guess, dislike of Jews. So I can't advocate for, I can't encourage people to not like Jews. So I can explain historically what Jews have done. I can explain historically who Adolf Hitler is. I just have to be very careful that I don't incite serious disgust or dislike. So you just have to play the game by the rules. And this isn't small stuff. Like I've gone to prison twice before for assaults and like minor fighting and stuff like that. And Australia's got very light.
I wanted to ask with that too. I don't want to cut you off at all. But was the assault your influence or someone attacking you because of what you were standing up for or preaching?
It's basically every physical incident I've been in, I haven't started. There've been people have attacked us, or myself specifically. But the first time I went to prison was they attacked my colleague. And the second time I went to prison, that's still in the court. So I don't want to discuss the second time too much, but basically a group of anti. You would have seen the fight videos on YouTube or on Twitter.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of of course, headlines, the videos as well. And then to be honest, I wasn't actually too familiar with things going on over in Australia until the whole Bondi Beach situation. And then that really opened my eyes to that this is happening a lot of other places where the censorship's even what seems to be crazier than the US, even though it seems the US is headed in that direction, similar as Australia. Unfortunately, with the level of corruption and everything and the Epstein files now being released some more.
That's disgusting, that stuff. But yeah, to summarize the legal stuff, as I said, I've been to prison before for assaults, and Australia's really chill compared to America. Like I know in America, if you get into a big group fight, there were guys, Proud Boys, and Rob Rundo, and guys in the US that got into fights with Antifa, and they did years in jail for fighting Antifa. Some of them 3-4 years in jail. I served 7 months in solitary confinement, but I actually only got sentenced to 1 month. So figure out how that works, but that's actually pretty light.
But they actually put you in solitary confinement for that?
For 7 months, yeah.
Wow.
Refused bail. And the second time I went to jail was 2.5 months solitary confinement. And Joel Davis right now is actually in jail. He's been in jail about 2.5 months for allegedly calling for people to rhetorically rape an MP on Twitter. Like there's some MP, I think her name is Allegra Spender, and she's like this far left, crazy lady, cat lady. And she said that all of us should be locked up. We should all be put in jail. Like after Bondi happened, even though it was 2 Muslims killing Jews, and I think 2 white Australians died as well. But her response to what happened in Bondi was we should lock up all the neo-Nazis, all the anti-Semites. We should lock up the NSN, which is us, or was us. And I think Joel replied allegedly that, get in the comments section and, beast her, you know what I mean? Like rhetorically rape her. And he's been locked up since making those comments.
Just for that tweet?
Yeah, for a tweet. 2.5 months.
That's just actually insane to me.
He's got less rights than a terrorist. And
wow.
I experienced that as well. When I was in jail, like the terrorists could all run out together. The child rapists can all run out together, meaning like they can go in the yard and go to the gym together and work out. I put in forms to be able to run out with my mates, guys I'd met through prison and guys I'd known outside of prison. They wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me run out with them. They were just like, cheers for the paperwork, dickhead. And
right.
So yeah, if you're a child rapist, you can hang out with your child rapist friends in prison. If you're a terrorist, like a literal terrorist, you can hang out with your terrorist mates in prison. But if you're a white nationalist, they just lock you in a box and basically throw away the key until both times I've had to go to a higher court. Like, you got like local court, which we call magistrates, and then you got like the high courts, like what we call Supreme Court and County Court. And they it's always the higher courts that have let me out of prison. The magistrates most of them are just like left-wing activists, similar to the US. But what I was saying before was fighting, you don't get long in jail. But if you break these new combating anti-Semitism laws, it's like minimum sorry, it's not minimum 7 years in jail, but the upper limit is 7 years in jail.
Wow.
For some of this stuff. For being a leader and advocating for people to spread hate is like 10 years or 15 years. So these are like really serious charges. They're